welcome back to Late Night Conspiracies, everybody. Let's get right to it, because tonight is the night. Apparently the title of this video is The End Times. Yay, put your puppers on a leash for this one. And let me show you guys this clip here, okay? Real quick though, I gotta shout out the homie KW1951 for the $5 super thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for all the love. You don't have to like the video, you do not have to subscribe, none of that. Let's get to it. Roll it.
The thing that we're hearing a lot of recently is companies that want to invade that space and read what's going on in your mind.
As a lot of
the thought police thing, right? You ever heard of that? Well, if not, you're about to get some.
The major tech companies start to invest in these brain sensors. It's a huge, I think, untapped market in many ways of integrating them into everyday devices. These are earbuds or watches or headphones and the soft cups around the ears. Many of those products are hitting the market this year.
It's not just the demonic and evil WEF who wants this. We're seeing talks of this within the United States government as well.
Their diet, about their physical activity, about the way that they live their lives.
RFK Jr., and I quote, "My vision that is every American is wearing a wearable electronic data collective device within 4 years." Nah, there's no way this is real. Out of anyone, out of everybody, it's RFK Jr. saying that? Nah, bro, stay psych.
We think that wearables are a key to the Maha agenda, making America healthy again. And we are going to, my vision is that every American is wearing a wearable within 4 years.
Now let's look back at...
This gotta be an AI video. There's no way he would be saying that. I mean, I can expect anyone else but him to talk about that.
Is that every American is wearing a wearable within 4 years.
That's
now
wild.
Let's look back at this lady for a moment, Nida Farahani, who is a Duke University professor. These are the types of people who are setting up the Antichrist systems. I would hope that even people who don't believe the Bible would see that at the very least, the things that this lady is pushing is anti-human and anti-freedom.
Okay,
but
let's
instead
find
of
out.
backlash, many people, including...
Yo, she looks like, you know, one of those corporate lady friend that Heisenberg had in Breaking Bad, right? Yo, you know, towards the end of the show when Heisenberg goes to the house to threaten them and is like, okay, when I pass away, this is the money, you gotta give it to my kid or else you will die because I hired hitman, right? You know that? Yeah, right? She looks like her. Damn.
Including some of the most powerful in the world are praising her. Hearing the types of things that she's promoting really makes me think the return of Jesus Christ cannot be that far off.
If we lived in a world of total transparency, if even what you're thinking right now is something that you could know, that I could know, and that we all could see. And we've been able to decode that now through a simple consumer-based EEG device such that we can literally see what he's thinking. Now, we're not yet at the point where what all of you are thinking right now is something that, like a little thought bubble above your head, is something we can see, but we're getting there, which means that the NSA and other organizations can spy not just on your email and your cell phones, but soon potentially on your brains as well.
Reading people's minds isn't enough. They also want to place false memories and false thoughts within people's minds as well. They're debating.
It reminds me of like Captain America, I believe Winter Soldier. Yeah, towards the end of it, it's like they have developed an AI algorithm, and before some people could even commit something that would be unfriendly or ungodly, not even ungodly, but bad, let's just say, they would kill them, right? According to their own like AI, according to their own standards. If they feel like that you're gonna do some bad or do something or you're gonna be against them, they're gonna kill you before you can even think about it, right? Just because their AI thinks about it. Yeah, that was a good movie actually, you know?
Doing this for means of coercion and even for torture. How insane is it that they're just talking about this stuff now wide open for everyone to hear? And keep in mind that if they're just now talking about it, they've actually been doing it for quite a while.
Having seen that person commit the crime, even though that person's utterly innocent, that it becomes a planted memory. And so there's some really interesting research that we can plant false memories in the brain. And
my God, bro, that is crazy, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And in a different context, one of the emerging areas that's really interesting in law neuroscience is pain detection. And once we understand the circuitries that cause pain. I guess the question is, could we then instill pain and use that in many coercive measures in the legal system as well? So.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yo, we need Superman, we need Spider-Man, we need Batman, we need Homelander, we need everybody on this one immediately. We need Officer Tenpenny as well from GTA San Andreas. Check this for
This trip. You're staying in Greenwich and you want to buy some food. So you go into the local Aldi's, like this one, and you think, I'm going to go in here and buy some food so that I can feed myself.
Right.
And then you approach the barrier and look.
You can't even get in the shop. What?
Without having a QR code to scan here or to scan here. And then you can go in and buy things. Now this looks to me like the beginning stages of the digital prison.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's just the fact that it's convenient, and on paper they're making it so it's very convenient, right? But what if they detect you and they're like, okay, no, man, you don't have social credits today, right? You know, you're not like a good boy, so we're not gonna let you enter, right? We're gonna freeze all your money, this and that. So then you know, that's the part where a lot of people come out and be like, yeah, no, we don't like it. Other than that, I mean, if the government was not so corrupt, this idea on its own isn't too bad, right? Yeah, right. Like, you don't have to worry about cash no more. You just go in, get what you want, get out. Saves time, very convenient, very efficient. But because the government has been lying for so long, the government has been so corrupt, it's like, yeah, then you gotta think about the other side. Yo, what if they think that I'm not a good boy today? So with all that, bro, I'm gonna be put in a digital prison
That we keep talking about. What do you think?
So I'll give two examples. So one is that people eat too much meat, right? And if they were to cut down on their consumption on meat, then they would.
WEF okay, so whatever, talks about to genetically modify humans so they become allergic to meat. You gotta be flipping my flapjacks, bro.
It would actually really help the planet. But people are not willing to give up meat. Yeah, you know, some people will be willing to, but other people, they may be willing to, but they have a weakness of will. They say, wow, this steak is just too juicy. I can't do it. I'm one of those, by the way. So, you know, but so here's the thought, right? So it turns out that we know a lot about, so we have these intolerance.
We don't know a lot about. We don't know. Okay, I'm joking, man.
So I, for example, I have milk intolerance, and some people are intolerant to crayfish. So possibly we can use human engineering.
I love milk. Pause.
To make it the case that we're intolerant to certain kinds of meat, to certain kinds of bovine proteins. And there's actually analogs of this in life. There's this thing called the Lone Star tick, where if it bites you, you'll become allergic to meat. I can sort of describe the mechanism. So that's something that we can do through human engineering. We can kind of possibly address really big world problems through human engineering.
Destroying the
yeah, bro, I'm out, bro. I'm out.
Peace and status quo of a nation is how evil forces move in.
Yeah, I want to show you guys the shout out to the homie Blackwoods. This is a very short one, but let's find out.
But it's right here. On July 1st, 2025, that's when the whole destruction period started. And Germany is flooded with ice storms as well as flood, both together. And this happened on July 1st. After that, we also had New Mexico, which also saw a massive flood that was taking place. And this is basically how dangerous the flood was. Like, the houses were just getting swept like as if it was built in the ocean. So that's how crazy it is. Oh my God. Look at this stuff. And this footage right here is from July 6, 2025. And apparently this is what's happening all over Indonesia. And there's also flood going on.
Indonesia, homie. Indonesia.
Currently, as we speak, as we're making this video, there are massive floods, and also something crazy just happened in Indonesia.
Didn't they get hit with no, there was earthquake that happened to Myanmar, Southeast Asia, right? Indonesia is in Southeast Asia, but I believe Indonesia didn't had that much, or perhaps they were not hit by, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they were hit by an earthquake that happened around the same time as in Myanmar. Yeah, Myanmar did get hit before too, just it's been a couple of months now, but
Asia, which is a 7.5 magnitude
oh shit, okay, they got
earthquake that is said to be arising. And along with that, there's also volcano eruption that is also started. And after that, take a look at this in France on July 7th. The whole mountains, the city started burning down, and this is basically what it looks like. These things are happening one after the other.
And check this, the title of this video is The End Times Are Here. Okay, let's find out, roll it.
Mia Zelu, we've got some images of, I was going to say her, but it's not really her, is it? This is just computer.
The rise of AI-generated influencers. Yeah, they're real. Okay, don't tell me that she ended up getting millions of followers, because I've seen shit like that where, you know, it's like fake AI generated influencers, a female fake AI generated, and ends up getting like millions of followers because boys gonna be boys. They will, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
Here, this is not algorithm. This is not real. And this particular account, which was posting these photos allegedly, not actually
right?
from Wimbledon, 165,000 followers on Instagram after just 55 posts.
With fans in the stands.
Bro, to a lot of people, it sometimes take hundreds, if not thousands of posts, bro, to get to that level. But AI is just like, yeah, bro, just like that, right? That's crazy. China Central Television.
A first for the sports world. China is calling this the first 3-on-3 humanoid robot soccer match. But Messi and Ronaldo don't have much to worry about. These athletes seem to putt around, except selling face plants and headbutting one another. Some even had to be carried off the pitch. But it's not the athletic play that is world class, it's the technology. China claims all these robots are AI driven without human intervention.
Misinformation, much of it created using AI, has flooded the internet since the start of the war between Israel and Iran. So what's real and what's not?
She's an AI creation, so I'm curious how her 160,000 followers on social media reacted to news that this...
I gotta, on this topic at hand, real quick though, I gotta shout out all of you guys for following over on the grams. If you do have the grams, I would love to have you there. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to 2 followers, guys. You know what I'm saying? But no, thank you guys so much for all the love. If you do have the grams, it would be a pleasure to have you there. First link in description. Alright, let's get back to the content here. Boo, roll it.
Woman, they're following her every move. She doesn't actually exist, and now
That's
they know
crazy,
that. Do they even care?
Oh no, it's an incredible story, isn't it? I mean, this AI...
Yeah, the deceptions, the times of... We're living in the times of deception, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. Now, check this one out. This one, I've seen like a couple of seconds, and I was like, yeah, we gotta put it in the video. Shout out to the homie Barry Step, and shout out to her as well. Roll it.
Where it was saying, if you have organ...
step.com.
So, remember that conspiracy theory where it was saying, if you have organ donor on your card and you get into an accident, hospitals will either let you die or actually actively try to kill you to get your organs? Well, it's no longer a conspiracy theory. It has just been confirmed by a new article in the New York Times, and it says a push for more organ transplants is putting donors at risk. People across the United States have endured rushed or premature attempts to remove their organs. Some were gasping, crying, or showing other signs of life. I'm a little speechless because this is real. This is a real...
Damn. You know what? Like, I've heard shit like that here too recently. Oh shit! Yeah, one of the family friends of mine, they had somebody that were quite ill, and it's sad, but they were telling them, yo, do not go to the hospital, because they had another family member that passed away, and basically this kind of thing happened. Now, don't take this advice or anything, because like, if you know, if you're in one of those conditions where you need medical help, you need medical help, right? But you know, shit like that is what's sad about it, because then, you know, rumors start spreading around. Imagine this is not even true, or this is true but not everywhere, but it's true some places, but it's not like true everywhere. What do you do in a situation like that? I guess don't sign those. I mean, people that do check the donor list, organ donor list, right? I mean, good on them, right? Because they want to do something good. I mean, right, everybody got their opinions. Everybody, if you want to do it, you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. Simple as that, right? Respect. But yeah, with shit like that into play, yeah, things do get iffy, right?
Real thing that's happened. They have so many different examples of this within this article. I read it for free because somebody posted a gifted version on Twitter. So go there to find this article if you want to read the whole thing. It's really disturbing and this is insane. I'm going to share this story first. In 2022, when she was 38 and homeless, Miss Gallegos, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, was hospitalized and went into a coma. Doctors at Presbyterian Hospital in Albuquerque told her family she would never recover. Her relatives agreed to donation, but as preparations began, they saw tears in her eyes. Their concerns were dismissed, according to interviews with the family.
Yeah, the person probably heard it and they were able to... Shit, bro, shit, that's crazy, man.
And 8 hospital workers. Donation coordinators, their concerns were dismissed, according to interviews with the family and 8 hospital workers. Donation coordinators said the tears were a reflex. On the day of the planned donation, Miss Gallegos was taken to a pre-surgery room where her 2 sisters held her hands. A doctor arrived to withdraw life support. Then a sister announced she had seen her move. The doctor asked her to blink her eyes and she complied. The room erupted in gasps. Still, hospital workers said the procurement organization wanted to move forward. The coordinator said it was just reflexes and suggested morphine to reduce movements. The hospital refused. Instead, workers brought her back to her room and she made a full recovery. Damn. And she's still alive today.
Holy shit. Oh shit. I mean, God bless her. I mean, damn. I mean, I'm really happy to her she made it. But like this entire story, if true, I mean, like I've heard shit like that, so I'm not trying to question it or anything. I mean, I'm trying to question it. It's good to question it, but I'm believing it is what I'm trying to get at, right? It's crazy shit, man. It's crazy shit, bro.
Thank goodness. And if that doesn't scare you, because clearly this has happened to a lot of people, and of course we're not going to know that because they're not alive anymore. This is like so sickening and so disturbing to me that we would prioritize getting somebody's organ rather than saving somebody's life. Actually, many years ago I removed organ donor from my license. If you're concerned about that, I would recommend doing the same thing. Having that organ donor label really overrides everything.
Every time you hear a
right, like so far I never really checked it. But now, yeah, I'm glad that I never did. I mean, people that do check it, I mean, I got nothing but respect because you're trying to do some good in a way, right? But when they do shit like that, it's like, bro, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, nah, man, get the hell out of here, bro.
Conspiracy like this, you get the same response as your pushback every single time. That if it was really going on, there would just have to be too many people involved. That many people wouldn't be okay with doing something like this. But just look at that article where it says that the coordinator was lying to this girl's family and trying to push morphine to cover up her recovery because she still wanted to harvest her organs. That is a low-level employee. And that's all the evidence I need that there are people out there willing to do some...
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, it's probably not true on, like, it's probably not true everywhere. Like, not all the hospitals is what I'm trying to get at globally. But in some places, doesn't matter your country, it doesn't matter where you live, it's probably true to a certain degree, or it's probably is happening in some places, right? So how would you know, right? There's no way to know. There's no way to know.
Very evil things for money. And that's clearly what this is about. It's not like they were all trying to harvest this girl's organs because they wanted to save a bunch of other people's lives. If they cared about life at all, they wouldn't be sitting here throwing in the towel when this girl is showing obvious signs of recovering. That's horrifying. You can't trust the medical industry at all anymore.
Right. Which is sad, because there are a lot of really good nurses out there. There's really good doctors out there. Perhaps there's one doctor, perhaps there's at least one nurse watching this video, and they're like, they wouldn't do any of that, and salute to you, shout out to you, you guys doing good work. But of course, there's always a bad apple. I mean, a bad apple always exists, right? In every religion, there's always a bad apple. Every race, every country, you know, every field, every workplace, there's always a bad apple, and then, you know, everybody gets the blame, then everybody gets labeled the same, which is just, I guess that's part of the game, right, guys? Exploring an abandoned bunker is fun until... until you realize it's more than just a bunker. Okay. and decide to investigate further until you're in too deep. Crap. Okay, so somebody was definitely, or not just somebody, but some people, and find this. And find this. What's that? Yeah, a whole lot of food. Yeah, they left that place. Oh, there was McDonald's too? What the hell? Or food from McDonald's, perhaps. This is only a fraction of what we found. And now there are rats everywhere.
I thought this was really interesting because we've all heard the stories from the whistleblowers talking about these massive underground tunnel systems and how they have basically cities down there that even have Starbucks and a McDonald's in them. This video just...
Okay, I was thinking that's probably like, at first it was like, oh, McDonald's underground? So that was kind of like my reaction then. But then I was like, nah, no way. Probably food from McDonald's is probably a bag with the logo. And now he says that, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. So really, did they have McDonald's underground? You gotta be flipping my flapjacks.
Just added quite a bit of validity to those stories. What in the world would they need a McDonald's in an underground bunker for?
Yeah.
And think about how many people would have had to have been working down there in order to justify putting something like that in. This just goes to show you can clearly keep a large secret with a lot of people involved in it. Especially whenever all the people involved have all signed NDAs and they're all operating under the knowledge that if they talk, they're gonna get disappeared.
Remember? Facts. Did you see this video though? If not, check out this video on the screen because the stuff that came out recently, crazy indeed. Check it out and I'll see you right there.